Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought of making something super simple but something that I would like to call myself a baker for. It's a very easy recipe on how to make banana muffins. And it's super quick, super easy, you don't even need many ingredients, and I hope you like this video. So you don't need many products to make a banana muffin. One of the first things that you will need is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, sieved. Then you would need 4 mashed bananas. Then you would need 1 cup raw sugar. And then you would need 2 eggs. And over here you would need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon according to your preference of vanilla flavored essence, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and in my banana muffin I'm gonna add white chocolate chips. So you would need that as well. I'm just using the white chocolate buttons. So you would need 1/3 cup of butter for the muffin, but you would also need a little bit of butter extra for the muffin tray, just because I do not have those paper trays remaining, so I want to make sure that my muffin doesn't stick to the trays. Now you need to mix the dry ingredients first before you mix the wet ingredients. Towards the end, I am going to start mixing eggs into the dry ingredients, and then I'll put in the bananas at last. So starting off, we will take 1 cup of sugar, mix it in 1 cup of flour. Then we will need 1 teaspoon or tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to use teaspoon, but then a lot of people love cinnamon, so they tend to put tablespoon, but I do not want to make sure the smell is strong. I love vanilla essence, so I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. And then I'm gonna take one tablespoon of baking powder, not in excess though. And then I'm gonna take just not even 1 teaspoon, but just very little. I'm eyeballing it, but very little of baking soda, maybe a bit more. And then I'm just going to mix the ingredients first before adding the eggs and butter. So I'm going to pour in the butter. And then I'm going to go in and put 1 egg. Mix a little bit before I add the second one. And the reason for this is because you do not want to make your batter lumpy, so you just want to mix it before you add in the second one. And then I'm going to be pouring the next one. As you can see, this is quite thick consistency, but that's fine because you're going to be mixing it with bananas. The bananas is up to your choice on the amount that you want to add in. I've chosen 4 just because the banana taste is something that I really love, and I prefer to use more bananas than more flour. So I'm going to start mixing this. I'm going to be taking this and I'll be pouring it into the mash of bananas. An electrical hand mixer, and I'm going to start mixing it together to prepare the batter. The finished product, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, this much. So I've taken some melted butter and I'm just brushing it on the tray, and the reason is just because I do not have paper trays, so I want to make sure it doesn't stick. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that first before I pour in the batter. And now I'm going to be taking an ice cream scoop, and then I'm going to be scooping it, and I'm going to make sure it's at least half, or if not 3/4 of the amount of per muffin scoop holder, whatever you call it. Meanwhile, I'm going to preheat my oven at 180 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm just gonna take tissue to wipe the excess, otherwise this will be baked on the tray as well. And now before I put it in the oven, I'm going to be taking white chocolate buttons, and I'm going to be putting it in the muffin. Honestly, this is the best part of the muffin, and the taste of melted white chocolate is just to die for, and you should try it. So I'm just going to be taking maybe 2 or 3 and put it each in. Before I put it in the oven, I'm actually going to be just hitting it a little bit on the cabinet, just because I want it to be equal before I put it in the oven. So, and now this is ready. So I'm just going to be putting it in. And I'm going to be setting it to 20 minutes at 180 degrees. And now let's wait. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes and this is the final product. It is slightly, I think it's slightly overcooked on the side, but it's fine. This is my level of baking. Saying that though, I just realized that there may be questions about the type of sugar I used. I used 1 cup brown raw sugar, but generally you can use castor sugar. I just used what I had in my cupboard as well. So now I'm gonna try, it's been 15 minutes since this has been cooled, so I'm just gonna try to flip it over onto a board. I am kind of trying to avoid for the muffin to stick to the tray. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this upside down, and then I'll be using a cold pack, and I'm just gonna be pressing on the tray, so that way the heat gets released and then the muffin will no longer stick to a tray. So I'm just doing it like this and flipping it upside down. And then I'm taking a cold pack and I'm just gently pressing it. So after doing that, which was a bit of a struggle for one of it, but after that, this is the final product. So this is my white chocolate banana muffin, and I'm just gonna cut in between to show you how it looks like inside. Okay. So thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Definitely do try this recipe, and please let me know if you would like me to try other cooking recipes or baking recipes on my channel. Thank you.